Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday, November 7th, 2009. Again, my name is Karen Dixon. The reason I'm responding is because I've gotten a lot of comments, a lot of emails from people that are just upset as I am about what happened with Obama and his reaction and the way that he handled the whole announcement to the country about the Fort Hood tragedy. First of all, my condolences go out to the military people of the United States, to all the families. This is a very mournful time. Another thing I want to address is I've been accused of being racist. I am not racist by any means, and I don't think anybody would have to justify or respond to that comment. Another thing is that I've been accused of being this Democrat that has voted for Obama. I'm going to make it very clear I voted Democrat, but I did not vote for Obama. I think that it's very, very important for anybody who votes, any American citizen who votes, to look at a whole package. Don't just read a cover of the book. Read the book. Look at what it stands for. That's what I did in this past presidential election. The next thing I want to address is the situations that are coming down the pike from the Obama administration, the Obamacare packages, the health care, the way it's going to affect the middle-class citizens. You need to not support this Obamacare package. This is going to hurt the people, the working class people of the United States of America. 85% of Americans already have health insurance. 15% don't. And what this is doing is they're going to target the 85% that do have it to pick up the bill for the people who don't have it. We're already paying enough in taxes. We're already, I think, doing things beyond what we're supposed to be doing. So I ask Americans, please do not support this health care package. The next thing I need to address is in my comments in the initial video, which I wrote unscripted as I'm doing right now, unscripted. The message that was intended was that it was inappropriate for the President of the United States to address millions of Americans who are waiting for a presidential speech by starting off that speech as if he was at a ceremonial roasting or award ceremony. There was inappropriate behavior. It was not intended to spark any kind of racism. That's not what it was intended for. It was just inappropriate for the leader of our country to act as a politician during a national crisis. That was just wrong. We needed a leader, and he wasn't there. Plain and simple. The next thing I want to say is, as far as Democrats, Republicans, Independents, it's gotten me sick to my stomach, even at local levels. And I want everybody to know that you need to get involved at a local level. Your local government is what affects you the most. For example, in my municipality, this last week we had less than a 10% voter turnout. 10% of the people in my municipality determined who was getting elected. That is not the majority, and that's just a shame. So you need to get out and get involved in your communities. I do so. I volunteer time on local boards. I assist people when I can. I help campaign when I can. I also help in volunteer organizations, but I want everyone to know it's an American responsibility. There's people that gave their lives so that you can go out there and vote. You need to vote. And the final thing I want to say is this country really needs to change. Really needs to change. And yesterday I was able to go on a long drive with my family, and we went out into the heart of Pennsylvania, and we saw some beautiful elk, and it gave me a lot of time to kind of clear my mind, to get put my anger aside and think rationally about what this country needs. And It's very clear, and we're all Americans here. Put your parties aside. We're all Americans here. What we need is we need a change. And right now, all the major parties are, you run for a Democratic ticket, one of the first things you're going to get is a campaign contribution from that party. Okay? These people they go down to Washington, D.C., they have these bills in front of them, they're asked to vote. Well, 9 times out of 10, everything's going to go party lines. Well, what if we didn't have to choose the party? What if everything was concentrated on the individual, where it made people look at the person, not go in and press a button that says, I'm going to vote all Republicans, or I'm going to vote all Democrats, just vote straight party lines. That is the worst thing a person can do. The worst thing. So I'm thinking that the best option for people to do is just go forward and don't look at parties. And wouldn't it be great if someone wasn't affiliated with a party, then their allegiance wouldn't be to the party and then the voter? Their allegiance would be to the voter, to the American person, not to some party that's getting X millions of dollars from some corporate conglomerate, that has special interest. So I believe that the change that America needs is the need to go towards a non-party movement, to go into a direction where a voter's election, or when they go in to vote, they're voting the person. They're not voting the party. And they're not voting this big, huge list of campaign contributions going to a national party. Anyway, it's Sunday morning. I gotta go. I gotta cook breakfast for the family. And I thank, from the bottom of my heart, everybody who supported me and felt the anger that I felt. As a veteran of the United States Air Force, I was hurt. I was very angry. And those words that were said were meant from the bottom of my heart. I'm just like everybody else. I'm an American, and I'm sick to my stomach as what I'm seeing come out from Washington, D.C. Thank you.